Since the beginning of time, people have felt that the human body holds more than just organs and muscles. Ancient people didn't think of the body like a machine. They saw it as a sacred space. Each part was thought to be connected to energy, emotions, and unseen forces we're only starting to understand today. One of those special places is right behind the ear, where the mastoid bone is. Many wise teachers believed this spot helped calm and balance the soul. In some Eastern paths, like Taoism and certain tantric teachings, there were mentions of something called the sleeping petal. That was a poetic way to describe a calm, tender point on the body. When touched with care, it could help shift your awareness. It was seen as a doorway between the senses and the spirit, between the busy mind and deep inner stillness. In India, yogis understood how important this area was during practices like pratyahara, which means turning the senses inward. Some old writings say that gently touching this point before sleep or meditation helped the person let go of outside distractions. It helped move from the waking world into quieter, more peaceful states. Even in old South American traditions, some shamans would press lightly behind the ear. They said it helped release the echoes of the day, the thoughts and tensions that build up and make it hard to rest. The touch was done with 2 fingers, soft like a flower barely brushing the skin, letting the soul feel safe enough to return. This area is more than just a place for sleep. It holds a deeper meaning. It reminds us of how delicate and sensitive we are. In this one small spot, listening, balance, feeling, and openness all meet. And it makes sense that it's right next to the ear. In many spiritual teachings, the ear is seen as the most sacred sense. It doesn't reach out, it simply receives. It listens. It's always open, always present. The ear is made to receive, to listen, to welcome. The mastoid area acts like a bridge between your physical body and your emotional world. It's a gateway, a vortex that, when touched with care, sends a message to your nervous system: it's okay to let go, to trust, to rest. Some wise people even called it the button of divine silence, because right there, between skin and bone, is a door that opens not by force, but through gentleness. To truly understand this, we need to remember what the modern world often forgets: real rest doesn't come just from being tired, but from feeling safe. And to rest fully, it's not enough to shut your eyes, you have to open your soul. Now that we see the deep meaning and history behind this spot behind the ear, let's also look at how it works in the body, without losing its mystery. At the crossing point of the physical and subtle, the brain and spirit, lies the vagus nerve, one of the most powerful but often overlooked parts of the body. The word vagus means wandering in Latin because this nerve travels far and wide. It's the 10th cranial nerve, but it's much more than just a biological wire. Think of it as an invisible highway connecting your brain to nearly every internal organ: the heart, lungs, liver, stomach, intestines. Even more importantly, it controls the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for rest, digestion, and healing. In short, the vagus nerve is like a big switch that turns off your fight or flight mode and brings your body and mind into calm and peace. Here's the amazing part: one of the easiest parts of the vagus nerve to reach lies just behind the ear, in the mastoid area, very close to the outer ear. That means that gently and slowly touching this spot, like waking a sleeping flower, directly activates the deep rest system. This isn't some magical idea, it's a biological fact wrapped in simple mystery. Your body doesn't just hear, it answers back. This spot, often ignored by modern medicine, holds a powerful secret: the ability to quiet the noise inside your mind. Picture your nervous system as a garden. Throughout the day, your thoughts are like birds fluttering between the branches. Your feelings are like wind shaking the leaves. But when you touch this point with respect, it's like a warm breeze that calms the garden: birds settle, leaves stop moving. The vagus nerve sends a clear signal: we're safe now. You don't have to keep fighting. Many common problems today, like anxiety, trouble sleeping, exhaustion, and irritability, come from the nervous system being out of balance. We live as if there's always danger nearby. But by touching the mastoid area mindfully, we turn on the parasympathetic system. It's like putting out a fire quietly, with a whisper. But it's not just about the touch itself, it's how you do it. What matters most is your intention, the slowness, and the gentle quality of your touch. Use 2 fingers, the index and middle, held slightly apart, like a flower. The movement should be steady and soft, almost like a mother soothing her child. You're not just touching your skin, you're touching your energy. You're telling your body, we're safe. We're calm. This simple touch awakens more than a physical reaction. It brings back deep memories of safety and care. It connects you to an ancient code inside your DNA, the code of gentleness, protection, and willing surrender. You don't need medicine or complicated rituals, just your presence and your skin. The body is wise but must be invited gently, never forced. And this special door, the one that leads to true silence, is right there, behind your ear. Touching the mastoid area with care isn't just a technique, it's a ritual. It blends the physical, energetic, and symbolic in a deep, meaningful way. This isn't about pressure or strength like in acupressure or massage. The important part is the love and intention behind the touch. When you use your index and middle fingers shaped like a petal, you're not just pressing a spot on your skin. You're speaking an ancient language, a silent connection between your skin and your soul. It's like the gentle way a mother soothes her child without words, her energy flowing through her fingertips saying, "It's okay." The body understands this message because biology and spirit are connected. Your skin and nervous system hold memories of your softest and most peaceful moments. The body doesn't need to be convinced, it just needs to be touched honestly. When you do this before sleep, you're not just calming your nervous system, you're creating a special ritual that links the end of your day to the start of your dreams. By touching this spot slowly, in rhythm with your breath and with full awareness, you're entering a sacred space. The space between day and night, between outside and inside, between waking and dreaming. Many spiritual traditions see this moment before sleep as a powerful time for inner change. It's the perfect time to plant peaceful thoughts, let go of the world's noise, and surrender to rest like you surrender to a vast ocean. Gently touching this point was seen as the key that opens this path. Old Tibetan and Taoist texts even called this place the gear of the soul. Some stories say that if you learn to calm this spot with care, you can hear the voice of silence, that deep inner sound that doesn't come from outside but from your own center. Some wise teachers said, the sage doesn't sleep to escape life, but to listen to what only stillness can reveal. This ritual touch doesn't just help with sleep, it builds up over time. Doing it every night trains your body to recognize it as a sign to relax willingly. Your mind calms faster, your heart beats slower, and your soul gets ready to rest. You could say this gentle touch works like a glowing anchor, a body reminder that you're not alone when you let go. Touching behind your ear like you're soothing a sleeping child tells yourself it's safe to lower your guard. Though it might seem small, this gesture is powerful in a world that values being tense all the time. What starts as a simple touch becomes a spiritual act, a message, a secret code, a quiet ceremony between you and your body. Your body doesn't need to be fought over, it needs to be remembered. When that happens, rest isn't just a hope anymore, it becomes a strong, living reality coming from your soul. We live in a culture that pushes speed, praises tiredness, and treats exhaustion like success. Good sleep has become rare, and deep rest feels far away for many people. But what we've forgotten, and what ancient wisdom always knew, is that rest isn't the finish line. It's part of a holy journey. Rest isn't laziness, it's smart biology. Rest isn't emptiness, it's the rich ground where the seeds of our growth start to sprout. That's why learning to touch the mastoid area with care isn't just a relaxation tip. It's a spiritual way to care for your energy, a tool that, when part of your nightly habits, can change how you live your days. Here are some ideas to bring this sacred practice into your life with awareness. 5 steps to bring this sacred touch into your life. Make a special bedtime ritual. Before you go to sleep, turn off bright lights and silence your phone or other devices. Light a candle near your bed if you like. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and place your index and middle fingers gently behind one ear on the mastoid area. Softly stroke it in slow circles or straight lines, like a gentle breeze on your skin. Do this for about 1 minute, then switch to the other side. This simple act tells your body, the day is ending, and your soul is preparing to rest. Add a meaningful word or intention. Your mind and body react strongly to words. While you touch, silently say things like, I am calm, I can let go, or I am held by the universe. This helps connect your physical touch with your inner feelings and deepens the experience. Take your time. This isn't a quick massage. It's a way of communicating with yourself. If you rush or don't pay attention, it won't work. Treat it like touching the still surface of a quiet lake at sunset, slow and mindful. Use it whenever you feel anxious. While it's best before sleep, you can also use this touch during the day when feeling stressed, tense, or overwhelmed. Pause, breathe deeply, and gently touch yourself with kindness. This helps you come back to your center without needing to escape. Share this practice with your loved ones. This isn't only for you. If you have kids, a partner, or close friends, offer them this gentle touch before bedtime. You're not just calming their nervous system, you're connecting with their energy. Without words, you're saying, it's safe to relax. I'm here with you. Remember, how we sleep reflects how much we trust. And trust grows through small, slow, meaningful actions. Touch this spot behind your ear every night, not like a routine, but as a living key to your own peace. There, where the skin is soft and the world's noise fades away, is a doorway, not a physical one, but an energetic opening that only opens with care and devotion. Through this journey, we've seen that the mastoid area is more than just part of the body. It's like an antenna for the soul, a place where your parasympathetic nervous system, the vagus nerve, and your body's energy meet to remind you of something vital. Rest is not only a physical need, it's a sacred act. When you touch this place gently, like stroking a sleeping child, you're calling on ancient wisdom. This isn't a quick fix or a fad, it's the body's forgotten language, one that knows tenderness is healing. In a world full of screens, endless thoughts, and never-ending tasks, this simple practice becomes a quiet act of light and rebellion. Sleeping well isn't just something we need, it's a right for the soul. When we claim it with awareness, we reconnect with a part of ourselves that stays untouched. Wise, deep, and free from the weight of modern stress. That part waits quietly for you every night, right behind your ear. This small, intentional touch can change how you relate to rest, to your body, and even to your soul. Because what you're touching isn't only skin, it's emotional memory, an ancient map where your spirit keeps its deepest truths. There, you'll find the symbol of who you were, who you are, and who you might become, if you truly let yourself rest. So next time you close your eyes, don't just look for sleep, look for surrender. Don't just disconnect, come back to yourself. And when your fingers gently touch that soft spot, do it with reverence, like a priest unveiling a sacred space. Because what lies behind that touch is holy. Touch with intention. Breathe with awareness. Let the silence share its wisdom with you. If this teaching has touched something inside you, if you believe this ancient secret should reach others who long for peace, please like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to this channel. Every week, we unlock more keys to your deepest spiritual self. Remember, some doors only open from within. And sometimes, it all begins with a gentle touch behind the ear.